Have you ever felt broke even when your bank account looks fine? Do you constantly compare your money to someone else's life on Instagram or TikTok? That feeling is called money dysmorphia, and it's the new silent disease of our generation. Have you ever looked at your bank account, seen that you've paid all your bills, maybe even tucked a little away into savings, but instead of feeling relieved, you feel behind, like you're failing? If that sounds familiar, you might be experiencing something called money dysmorphia. Now, money dysmorphia isn't an official medical diagnosis you'll find in a textbook, but its impact on our generation is incredibly real. It's a mental trap where your perception of your financial situation is completely distorted. You could be doing everything right. You have a steady job, you're responsible with your money. You might even be investing for the future, but there's a nagging voice in your head that just won't shut up. It's the voice that whispers, "You're not doing enough. You're so far behind everyone else, you'll never be truly rich." It's this disconnect between your reality and your feelings that defines money dysmorphia. The crazy part is, it's not actually about how much you earn or how much you have in the bank. It's all about the gap between what you have and what you think you should have. It's a feeling of financial inadequacy that isn't based on facts, but on a skewed perception fueled by the world around us. Think about it. You scroll through your phone and you're bombarded with images of luxury lifestyles, exotic vacations, and people seemingly living their best lives without a single financial worry. This constant exposure creates an overwhelming sense of anxiety and a feeling that no matter how hard you work, you're just not measuring up. It's a heavy burden to carry, and it's turning financial well-being into a source of constant stress instead of a tool for freedom. So, why is this feeling so widespread right now? Why does it seem like our entire generation is wrestling with this financial anxiety? The biggest culprit, without a doubt, is the digital world we live in. We are constantly online, surrounded by the highlight reels of other people's lives. Social media has become a 24/7 showcase of success, or at least the appearance of success. People are posting their incredible trips to Bali, their brand new cars, their designer handbags, and their perfectly curated homes. And even though we know, logically, that these are just the edited, filtered moments of their lives, subconsciously, we can't help but compare our messy, complicated, real lives to their polished online personas. Social media has essentially turned wealth into a spectator sport, a massive, never-ending race where it feels like everyone else is speeding past you and you're stuck at the starting line. It has created a culture where we're constantly looking over our shoulder, measuring our own progress against someone else's finish line. And it's not just social media. This feeling is amplified by several other key factors. First, there's the rise of influencer culture. We're constantly being sold a dream, a lifestyle that's just one purchase away. This creates intense lifestyle envy and the pressure to spend money we don't have to keep up. Then you have the explosion of easy credit. By now, pay later services are everywhere, making it incredibly simple to fall into debt traps just to get that instant gratification and look the part of someone who's successful. We're also swimming in a sea of luxury marketing. Ads are smarter, more targeted, and more pervasive than ever before, constantly telling us that we need the next big thing to be happy or fulfilled. All of this combines to create wildly unrealistic financial expectations. We start to believe that we should be millionaires by 30 or retired by 40, and when that doesn't happen, we feel like we've failed. The truth is, we're comparing our behind-the-scenes struggles to everyone else's highlight reels, and it's a game we can never win. You might be thinking, okay, so I feel a little anxious about money. What's the big deal? The problem is that money dysmorphia does more than just make you feel bad. It can quietly and systematically sabotage your financial growth and your overall well-being. It's like a silent poison that seeps into every financial decision you make. First, it often leads to overspending. When you feel inadequate, you might try to compensate by looking successful. This means buying things you can't afford: the designer clothes, the expensive dinners, the latest tech, all in an attempt to project an image of wealth. You're essentially trying to buy your way out of insecurity, but this only digs you into a deeper financial hole. It's a vicious cycle where the more insecure you feel, the more you spend, and the more you spend, the worse your actual financial situation becomes. Second, it creates a state of constant low-grade anxiety. You're always worrying about not having enough, even when you objectively do. This financial anxiety can spill over into all areas of your life, affecting your sleep, your relationships, and your mental health. The joy of earning money is replaced by the fear of not earning more. You're no longer working to live. You're living to soothe a financial fear that can never be satisfied. This leads to the third effect. You get trapped on a hedonistic treadmill, endlessly chasing more money without ever taking a moment to enjoy what you already have. You hit a savings goal, and instead of feeling proud, you immediately fixate on the next, bigger goal. You get a raise, and the excitement lasts for a day before you start thinking about the next promotion. You're so focused on accumulation that you forget the purpose of money in the first place: to build a life you love. And finally, money dysmorphia makes you lose focus on your own unique financial goals. You start copying someone else's definition of success. You see an influencer investing in crypto, so you throw your money into it without understanding it. You see a friend buy a huge house, so you start stretching your budget to do the same. Even if a smaller home would make you happier and more financially secure. It's like you're trying to run a marathon, but you keep abandoning your own race strategy to follow random runners in the crowd. Inevitably, you get lost, you get tired, and you just burn out, further away from your own finish line than when you started. The good news is that you are not doomed to feel this way forever. You can break free from the grip of money dysmorphia and finally find a sense of peace and confidence with your finances. It's not about earning $1 million overnight. It's about changing your perspective. So here are 5 practical, actionable steps you can take starting today to cure your money dysmorphia. Step 1 is the most important. Redefine what enough means to asterisk. Seriously, take some time to sit down and think about what you actually want out of life. What does a rich life look like for you, personally? Maybe it's the freedom to travel, the ability to work on projects you love, or simply having enough to feel secure and provide for your family. Write it down. Make it concrete. Your financial goals should be based on your values and your timeline, not the ones dictated by social media or anyone else. This is your life, your money, and your definition of success. Step 2. Track your progress, not your comparisons. Stop looking at what others have and start focusing on your own journey. The only person you should be competing with is the person you were yesterday. Are you saving a little more this month than you did last month? Did you pay off a small debt? Did you stick to your budget? These are the metrics that matter. Focus on saving more, not impressing more. Celebrate your own forward momentum, no matter how small it seems. Progress is progress. Step 3 is a digital detox for your finances. Unfollow accounts that trigger envy. Go through your social media feeds right now and be ruthless. If an account consistently makes you feel inadequate, jealous, or pressured to spend, hit that unfollow button. It's that simple. Instead, curate your feed to be a source of empowerment. Fill it with accounts that provide genuine financial education, inspiration, and motivation that aligns with your personal goals. Your social media should be a tool for growth, not a trigger for temptation and self-doubt. Step 4. Learn to celebrate your small wins. We often get so focused on the big, audacious goals like saving $1 million or retiring early that we forget to acknowledge the small steps we take along the way. Did you resist an impulse purchase? That's a win. Did you contribute to your retirement account this month? That's a huge win. Every single dollar you save or invest is a victory. It is tangible progress toward your goals. Acknowledge it. Be proud of it. This positive reinforcement rewires your brain to see your financial journey as a series of successes, not a long list of failures. And finally, step 5. Build your wealth quietly. There's a saying that wealth whispers, money shouts. The people who are truly building lasting, sustainable wealth are often the ones you hear the least from. They're not flashing their purchases on Instagram. They're quietly investing, saving, and making smart decisions behind the scenes. Understand that the loudest people online often have the least in real life. True financial confidence doesn't need an audience. Embrace the power of stealth wealth and focus on building a strong financial foundation for yourself, not a facade for others. Money dysmorphia is a thief. It's stealing the peace and joy from millions of people, convincing them that they are failing when they are actually succeeding. But you have the power to stop it. The cure isn't found in a bigger paycheck. It's found in changing how you see money, not just how you make it. It's about shifting your focus from external validation to internal satisfaction. If you're ready to stop the stressful chase and start building real, lasting wealth on your own terms, then you're in the right place. We talk about this stuff all the time here, so if you want to build wealth the smart way, not the stressful way, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join our community. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.